A compressed natural gas CNG conversion plant is about to be established in Asaba, the Delta State capital. To this end, the Delta State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the NIPCO Gas Limited. The Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Kingsley Emu, the Commissioner for Transport, Mr. Honorade Agofere, and the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Ekemejero Owovoriole, SEN, signed for the state government, while the Chief Operating Officer of NIPCO Gas Limited, Mr. Sanjay Tarat, signed for his company. Dr. Emu said government's intention was to provide a place for residents of Asaba to convert their petrol vehicles to CNG-powered engines and urged the company to make good use of the place provided for the takeoff of the project and stick to standards.
Will stand. There's no doubt that CNG is the way to go. The governor was the very first person who, among the very few first governors who drove in an EV vehicle, who also drove in a CNG vehicle. Yes, planning takes a while. We're not draftsmen, but here we are with this engagement today. It shows that we want to lay the fundamentals and get the fundamentals right before we start getting the items. The items are vehicles. Without the CNG gas stations in our environment, we just can't go anywhere. I'm not trying to say, well, I've actually learned from the challenges that those who didn't plan this infrastructure are faced with today. So we'd like to welcome you to Delta State. His Excellency, a bit busy, but if you see the caliber of people here, you will also know that this is important to us. Typically, MOUs are things that myself and the Attorney General signs easily and quickly, but the ceremony is very important. And the names chosen is also a major thing to us, because the name is a credit issue. NIPCO is a brand, one of the foremost in Nigeria, especially as CNG is concerned. I remember when we were doing the Nigerian gas board, we went all the way, took a tour all the way to your area near Ogun State, some tiny, whiny Lagos, whiny, tiny roads to see some of your infrastructure, and it was mind-boggling. We expect that your professionalism will be brought to bear here and now. I'm very excited about the content of what we're about to present in terms of the MOU, because of the timelines. Timelines are very critical to us. Please endeavor to keep to the timelines. I'm sure you have heard about His Excellency the Governor's concern and knack for timelines and quality jobs. It's all over in social media space. We shall not hesitate to revoke these agreements, MOU, on the grounds of your inability to perform.
The Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Ekemejero Owovoriole, SAN, urged the contracting firm to give the government and the people value for money.
What we discussed in our negotiations over the months. We have some items on site, if you are aware, and I think they are not quite useful to your gas project. But we had a diesel and petrol dispensing facility on ground there now. So of course you expect that we will then discuss, and then what you don't need, look at them, take away what you don't need, have a proper signed document between both parties to capture what exactly you need, which you will leave behind. Because of a functioning petrol station. So we don't expect you to continue doing petrol or diesel. We expect this compressed natural gas to be what you're going to do there.
The operating officer of NIPCO, Mr. Sanjay Tarat, thanked the state government for the confidence reposed in the firm and promised to stick to the terms of the reference.
I'm proud to say that Delta State is the first state in Nigeria who has provided this location and this data facility, not a single state has. And we definitely promised commissioners we are going to take 6 months time to commission it, to facilitate it. But rest assured, sir, we'll try before that and we'll prove that. The only thing is that, sir, anything we do, we have to follow the rules and laws and rules. Any station, any CNG, you have to involve an NDP. And they are really very cooperative on every step there with us. And definitely I would keep secure blessing and my entire team blessing also so that we do it firstly, we get the nod from the NMDP to clear all the hurdles so that we can get the required license to operate. Those are the things. And do that all, we will do it. And from basic things, my team is here. They will come regularly with your team to set up and to get the other approvals which are from the state level we need for NOC, from the fire, from the police. For those are the requirement of an NDP. We definitely know that your help and your support will be always there. And we promise from Nipo Gas definitely the first station, it will not be the last station. We'll initiate it and then definitely miles to go. And we are not far from the main pipeline. Our target is also there to bring pipeline to the Delta State, Asaba. That project is already in the pipeline of NGC, but the NGC, it has a long pipeline structure and NGC and NGIC, and this body, they're looking for some partner to fund it. So definitely it is a huge project, sir. And CNG, sir, we can proudly say that Nipo is the first pioneer in this country. It is a very highly expensive and extensively high capex project. That is the reason not a single company came. And definitely, sir, we will see that whatever the equipment and everything is coming, all are imported. And we earmark for your project in Delta State. We have all the equipment. We will not secure our equipment, sir. Everything is in ground in Lagos, sir. It's hardly a matter.
The government team later moved to the site of the project located at the government fuel dump on the Summit Road by the Interbar roundabout Asaba, where the Commissioner for Works, Rural Roads and Public Information, Mr. Charles Aniago, and his transport counterpart, Mr. Onorode Agofore, among others, expressed hope that with time, the gas station will be replicated in Warri and other major towns in the state.
Let me also reiterate that this is a very important project in the state. Where one of the few states, if not the first, where the governor of the state drove in an EV and a CNG vehicle. Taking us this long because we need to get the fundamentals right. Today, we have perfected this by the sign of this. We chose one of the best. It's not by accident that we're here. We expect that this infrastructure must be in place sooner than later. I'd like to even thank you for your reaffirmation that this will be true for even the 6 months. Let me reassure you that all the licenses that you require, all the approvals that you require within our powers will be given immediately. Within our power and within the ambits of the law will be given to you. You must do your own bit to strengthen your integrity. By this signing and by your eventual delivery of this project, you will be the hottest state in Nigeria. Because all other states will want to copy our model and be on the same page. And you will be the major beneficiary. So on behalf of the Excellency of the Governor, we are handing over this site to you. Premium. This is the heart of it. That is our downtown. Handing it over to you. With the exception of all the diesel and petrol facilities. Because we are not in the business of this. If we leave these diesel and petrol facilities here, it's going to compete with your business. And the business you have here is CNG. It's only CNG. And major conversion hub for us in the States. Congratulations. 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 Congrats. So let me hand over to the Commissioner.
And definitely, expectation-wise, we'll try level best to fulfill your this setup, CNG setup, and it will be first in entire Delta State. In fact, we have initiated something in Wari, but right now it will be our first station officially, and we'll do it on time, sir. And those are modifications we have to carry out. We'll do it on our own. We'll change whatever the things are required for setting up a station. We'll do it accordingly, sir. And thanks for all support from the Delta State and your blessings on us, sir. First of all, safety point of view, we are taking all the safety precaution, and it is right now inusable right in Nigeria. Lot of lot of cities we have already covered, and it is proven all the equipments, whatever the coming with the or conversion of a car, all are SON approved. And the main beneficial is that this is a masses fuel. The price is almost 1/4, means 1/3 to 1/4 of the PNS right now. Because we have a mandate, the price shouldn't be exceed 230 naira per SCM we used to sell it. SCM is equivalent to the liter. Secondly, it is the mileage point of view, any vehicle which is using CNG is an alternative fuel are the beneficiary because you get a more mileage, less maintenance, and durability is high. So that is the reason this is an alternative fuel and which is worldwide using and cheaper fuel. And for federal government, because the PMS right now is always in imported items, it is a saving because the country is blessed with gas. And this gas is indigenous gas. We are not doing anything. This gas is simply coming to the oil and we are just purifying that gas by NPC. We are getting the gas from the NPC and we are distributing to the masses. And it is a self-gas and cheaper gas. And that is the program for entire Nigeria to be covered. They have been given almost 20 states to cover with the CNG.
For about since 2009, that's when I started converting their vehicles. And personally, I converted one of my own vehicle just last week here. I paid for it over in Edo State because I needed to do a test run to see, okay, what the buzz around CNG is. I converted my vehicle in one of the stations in Edo State, and I did a test run. How much it's going to take for me to bring that vehicle down here? How much is it going to cost to fuel it down here? And to my surprise, I spent just 5,000 naira from Edo State down to Asaba here. And if we were going to use the fuel equivalent, we would have spent nothing less than 20 to 30 liters, which is about 20,000 or 30,000. So we're saving about 70% on gas to power your vehicle down here. So it's extremely cheap, and it's something that the presidency wants all states to key into through the presidential CNG initiative, which they promise that they would encourage states and give states the enabling support in terms of conversion kits to help states convert their own vehicles in the state. And also, it's also a very clean energy in the sense that it has very, very, very minimal emissions. Yes. And then it saves, it ensures the durability of your engine, your blocks, and everything. So you're saving not just on fueling your car, but also on repairs of your car. So it's something that's we've been working on for a very long time. I'm very happy that has come to fruition today. Thank you.
Now you may want to ask, why are we starting now? The SSG was very clear on the need for us to carry out feasibility study. We felt that it will be plain to the gallery to just bring in CNG buses when there are no stations to fuel them. They are not going to run on water. So if you bring in the CNG buses, that is not the first thing to do. You must first of all have where you are going to fuel and refuel these vehicles. And that is what we are doing today. And let me also assure you that they are starting from Asaba does not mean that they are going to remain in Asaba. Once this is done, we're also going to progress into major cities first, Warri, and then of course a whole lot of local government headquarters. So this fruit that is being planted today, be rest assured that it's going to germinate and it's going to give birth to a lot of other fruits, so that at the end of the day, a number of our people will see the need to migrate to the usage of CNG as a mode of transpowering their vehicles. And so we believe that once this is done, given the difference in terms of price, the affordability of CNG means that cost of transportation will have to come down. Because where ordinarily you are going to spend as much as 22,000 naira to fuel a vehicle using PMS, you are likely going to be spending between 5,000 and 6,000 naira if you decide to go the way of CNG. And that's why we're excited, and the government have also assured that everything that is needed for them to meet up with the deadline, so long as it's within the confines of the law, will be made available. And you saw the CEO also mention, as the first time a governor is practically involved in this entire process. For us to be able to give them the government fuel done, you know what that means, at a prime location. That tells you that we are very much interested in the welfare and the livelihood of our people.